JTMM.
What's going on, 10 Squad? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the frickin' 10. Back with another reaction video. So, as I've said in other videos, I'm going to do a serious video, and then I'm going to do a fun video. This to me is fun. We're looking at the newest Nukes Top 5, and this one is 5 ghost videos so scary you'll say, what? So, I love Nuke. Comes out with great videos. Spends a lot of time on this, so please feel free, go over, show Nuke some love, and you can watch the original video there. So let's switch it up. That way you can see more of what I'm seeing. All right, let's get started. Let's jump into it. It's a longer video, so I'm going to apologize. I'm going to react in certain spots, so we'll go through it and we'll see from there.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Stranger than fiction. Popular Japanese YouTube channel Fourth Wall was sent a video by an anonymous ghost hunter who was investigating a creepy local legend on Benten Mountain in Fukushima, Japan. Even though the mountain is a largely visited tourist attraction, locals warn that it's an ominous place that should be avoided. There are many unexplained abandoned buildings and ruins scattered along the mountain, and history tells of terrible battles fought in this location in the 15th to 17th century. People believe the mountain to be extremely haunted by the spirits of fallen soldiers and unexplained apparitions. Many visitors often claim to see the pale ghost of a woman aimlessly wandering around the mountainside. And even more disturbing, there are many creepy stories claiming that some who visited the mountain were cursed and soon after passed away under very strange circumstances.
So let me stop and say this. Not only could I listen to Nuke, tell any story, it just has a great narration voice, but the amount of research that he does for each of these videos, because I can't imagine that when people send him stuff, they give him this huge long list of stuff, that he probably goes out and does a lot of this research. So hats off to him. His videos are just so well done.
Nevertheless, the anonymous ghost hunter records as he climbs the mountain in the dead of night. It isn't until he returns home and looks through his footage that he discovers that he captured something absolutely terrifying. Take a very close look.
My eyes are wandering everywhere.
As the paranormal investigator,
and you see the obviously up to the top right.
Strange pale figure can be seen
I didn't even see that.
At the top. The figure appears to be translucent and has no distinguishable features. The ghost hunter can't see this and has no idea what he just captured as he reaches the top of the stairs to continue his exploration. What happens next is...
Hold on, we're going to take that back because let's look at it from the original walk. I would argue that that is discernible features.
As the paranormal investigator is climbing the long stairs up the mountain, a strange pale figure can be seen walking at the top. The figure appears to be translucent and has no distinguishable...
So I would argue because... well, I don't want to say that it's not translucent, but I mean... arm extended up, head. I'm going to have to enable my mouse so y'all can see where I'm moving. But, I mean, I see a clear break to where it could be a white sweatshirt along with dark pants. And the arm is extended up. I mean, if you take a look, right in the center of it, I mean, its arm is just like this, almost as if it's actually holding up a camera and doing the same thing, just walking across. Maybe
features. The ghost hunter can't see this and has no idea what he just captured.
I mean, it moves clearly across.
The top of the stairs to continue his exploration. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, I'm gonna be lame for a second. Nuke. They're in the snow. Of course, it's chilling. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's the dad joke side of me.
It's very easy to miss, but soon after the investigator reaches the top, unexplained footsteps just seem to appear in the snow. Something that seems to be walking away. Whatever he captured earlier at the top of the stairs, it still seems to be there. Now, that isn't even all that the ghost hunter captured on camera. Earlier, as he was climbing the stairs, he captured something else. Something terrifying. But did you see it? Pay close attention.
I saw something towards the top.
Again, it's difficult to see and very easy to miss. But
Okay, yeah, that's not what I saw.
You can see that something seems to have been watching him. Something hiding in the dark woods.
Okay, now that's creepy as hell right there.
Is Benton Mountain haunted by the ominous spirits of the past? Let me know what you think.
I want to, yeah. Okay, so I want to go back to that original, the original video of him walking up here. And obviously, it's going to go by very fast. Son of a
It's
biscuit.
Very easy to miss, but
sure enough, did y'all see that? I was thinking that, you know, it was done elsewhere, but no. As soon as he pans over, you'll see those footprints keep going. Yeah.
It's very easy to miss, but soon after the investigator reaches the top,
that's clear as day.
Unexplained footsteps just seem to appear in the snow. Something that seems to be walking away. Whatever he captured earlier at the top of the stairs.
Because there's no body, so right, so it's not an animal.
Now that isn't even all that the ghost hunter
it's
captured
not
on camera.
Ice.
Earlier, as he was climbing the stairs, he captured something else. Something terrifying. But did you see it? Pay close attention.
And I don't know that we saw this footage in the earlier piece. I mean, you see it there.
Again, it's difficult to see and very easy to miss, but with a little enhancement, you can see that something seems to
That's
have been
creepy because
him.
that face
Something
that's right there.
In the dark woods.
You've got that head tipped to the side.
True? Is Benton Mountain haunted by the ominous spirits of the past? Let me know what you think.
Okay, that's one of the better videos I've seen.
Watch this full video, which
but that footprint thing, there's no animal, right? You don't see a rabbit hopping.
With English subtitles over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall.
Yeah, go check out Fourth Wall.
Following a viral TikTok trend, Italian paranormal YouTubers PIT, Paranormal Investigation Team, travel to an abandoned cemetery on a snow-covered mountain road in the Piedmont region of Italy. Team members Paolo and Deborah are interested to see if their Tesla car sensor will be able to spot the invisible entities that are said to haunt the creepy cemetery. Locals that live nearby claim that there used to be a lively village that was ultimately abandoned when it became too difficult to live on the high mountain. They say that they've seen dark, shadow-like apparitions haunting the cemetery grounds.
Oh, that's creepy.
And they believe that the spirit of a woman wanders the cemetery. All that's left of the mysterious graveyard are a few wooden crosses that stick out from a thick layer of snow. When exploring the area, Paolo and Deborah find something disturbing that they just can't explain.
Ma che impronte strane sono? A3. 1, 2, 3. A3.
Paolo and Deborah find bizarre footsteps in the snow. However, instead of the footsteps coming in pairs, they come in 3. The two investigators are a little creeped out and return to the warmth of their car as they wait. While sitting on the lonely and deserted mountain road, the two investigators are keeping a close eye on the Tesla's sensor. A long time passes, and nothing. Paolo is just about to end the investigation and call it a night when this happens.
Quindi niente, non c'è nessuno qua. Peccato. Oh!
Cosa?
Oh, c'era qualcuno. Non l'ho filmato. Non l'ho filmato. Davanti nero.
Ottimo, come davanti?
Davanti qua.
Oh, wow.
Guarda, guarda, guarda. Guarda.
Okay, that kind of sent a chill down the spine right there.
Non c'è niente, ma c'era. L'hai visto? L'hai visto? L'hai visto? Oh mio Dio, anche
Boy, look at that look on her face.
Perché? No, me l'ha messa in P.
E c'è adesso ti guida anche la
Oh,
macchina.
il tasto P è qua, eh. Devi fare così per sbloccarlo. Oh mio Dio. C'era qualcuno qua.
C'è qualcuno lì davanti?
I'm laughing because and this message or this video is probably gonna get blocked, but I love how she sticks her head out the window and immediately pulls it back.
C'era qualcuno qua.
C'è qualcuno lì davanti?
L'hai visto o no?
Certo che l'ho visto, sul lato sinistro.
Sì, qua era. Ma davanti non c'è niente.
Vuoi avvicinarti?
Di nuovo, di nuovo, di nuovo, di nuovo.
ok,
L'ha
mi
fatto,
sto
l'ha
ascoltando.
fatto, l'ha
Ok,
fatto,
mi sto
l'ha fatto.
ascoltando.
Aspetta.
The Tesla senses something that Paolo and Deborah can't see. Someone standing right in front of the car.
I'm not familiar with the Tesla technology, so I'm assuming that there's sensors built in that sense. I'm wondering what it's using to detect. I mean, would it show if, let's say, if there's an animal, would it show an animal? If there's a building, would it show a building? I'm not familiar with the technology. I'm going to go look and see. But I'm curious the technology that it's using in order to detect human presence. Generally, a lot of the times they're using electromagnetic sensors, right? In order to pick that up. Or when they use, like, for example, the Xbox camera, right? That they're able to detect some of these things. I'm very curious on this. Let's go back.
Whatever it is, it disappears just as quickly as it materialized. A day later, and the two investigators return to the cemetery, this time bringing along friend and fellow team member Simone. What happens that night is downright chilling.
Boh, non lo so. Allora, c'è un'atmosfera strana.
Sì, quel silenzio.
Ok, c'è un qualcosa di strano. Però magari semplicemente la suggestione del luogo, eh. Cioè non è niente di che.
Certo, quella può far tanto.
Potrebbe essere semplicemente quello.
Here comes the music.
Oppure lei praticamente non c'è più. Perché abbiamo espresso il suo...
Te lo giuro, c'è qualcosa là!
Dove? Dove?
C'è qualcosa là! Dalle croci, dalle croci!
Dalle croci?
Ma
Te lo
infatti
giuro,
dalle
te lo giuro!
croci!
L'ho là,
Non l'ho vista.
Là, sì, l'ho vista, Paul, l'ho vista.
No.
Spero di essere riuscito a filmarla, l'ho vista. Era là di fianco alle croci. Di fianco alle croci. E
Ma cosa c'era?
Non lo
Aspetta,
so.
aspetta.
C'era un'ombra, che te lo giuro, c'era una roba nera che si è mossa.
Ma sei sicuro, Simo?
Sì,
Aspetta un
sono
secondo,
sicuro.
aspetta un
Sono
secondo.
sicuro.
Can I just say, I believe they're speaking Italian again? Beautiful language. Just an absolute beautiful language.
Ah, fai tirare su? Oh, grazie. Mi hai fatto prendere un infarto.
The three friends are talking when all of a sudden a dark figure seems to dive headfirst into the
Oh, wow.
snow right in front of them. The investigators are shocked, and Simone films as the apparition disappears right in front of their eyes. So did the PIT paranormal team capture evidence of a real haunting on the mountain? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this full 3-part series and many more great...
I mean, you could possibly say that that's an animal, but then again, they'd be able to see it, right? From a headlight perspective, if the headlight is shining into the snow, many things can cast a shadow. But for it to kind of go that direction into it and no imprint in the snow clearly that they're seeing,
in front of their eyes. So did the PIT paranormal team capture evidence of a real haunting on the mountain? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this full 3-part series and many more great paranormal investigations over on the YouTube channel PIT Paranormal Investigation Team. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5,
very simple but effective name.
And you caught something great, contact me at nukes.5@gmail.com. Videos that will make you say, what? Now in this next segment, I have 2 videos that are just very, very strange. I'm honestly not sure whether these videos are paranormal or just what they are, but they're definitely very creepy and just hard to explain. So watch carefully and let me know what you think down in the comments. Now this first video is a bit of a mystery. All I know is that it comes from a CCTV security camera on a street somewhere in India. The poster claims it's a video of a man encountering a child ghost, but you decide. So it's nearly midnight when a man on a motorcycle comes driving down a neighborhood street. He suddenly stops as he sees something very strange. And then, well, just watch.
Oh, here we go. Okay, but just this part right here, where that guy, the guy with the food just goes up, and I mean, he's almost in like a zombie type trance. Just the way he's moving and just, I mean, they both are. Look at the way he's walking by.
The man on the motorcycle seems to be cautiously looking at something down the street. Another man carrying a grocery bag comes walking up, and he too seems to get distracted by something. The 2 men pause and both stare in the same direction. Then as the man holding the grocery bag walks away, a small boy appears from off camera. The man on the motorcycle doesn't even seem to notice the boy until the child is right in front of his face. Suddenly, the man is terrified. He jumps from his motorcycle and actually throws it towards the boy. The child then just runs away. Now there's absolutely no reason visible to me why this stranger would throw a motorcycle at this kid and then just run from his own motorcycle for his life. Some believe the boy to be a ghost and say that this is why the man couldn't see him at first. So they say when he finally sees...
Now, well, I guess so, because if you watch his head, right, he's like this, and you see it ever so slightly look down, and maybe that's when he reacts.
This is why the man couldn't see him at
Right
first. So they
there.
say when he finally
And that's
sees
when he
the child
reacts.
ghost, he freaks out.
But
But all of this is just random speculation. Honestly, I have no clue what is going on here. But what do you think is happening? Post your thoughts down in the comments. Next up in this segment of just generally bizarre videos, we have
that one
urban
is
explorers
bizarre as
Jonathan,
hell.
Alex, and Mark from the YouTube channel Hell on Earth. The guys are exploring a very bizarre abandoned building in England. Immediately after entering the structure, the three friends get the odd sensation that something is just very off. They see the mangled remains of birds scattered all over the building floor.
Oh my god! Look at that, that just looks fresh. That's a bird. Two more. Another one. There's three there. Four. Jesus Christ. Shh.
Why the front door are you not still in here? Or sorry, why are y'all still in there?
This place is fucking weird as This is oh, that's fresh. That's fresh. What the that is fresh. That is fresh. There's more. Maybe this is the biggest bird. Bird. That's the big bird that's been killing all the others. The thing is, right, there's nothing in here that a pigeon would like just hit itself on or, you know, break its neck on a window or something like that. You know, we see dead birds in places. There's no reason for
Okay, maybe it's just me, but when they were looking up that stairwell, I was hearing growling. I don't know if that was just the wind moving through, but that sounded like something was growling and actually like trying to get something, a whole lot of movement.
I know this is probably really interesting, right? But you're taking too long to explain it, and I don't want to be here any longer than we have to be.
Thank you. Finally, a reasonable guy.
When we can talk. In the van. Yeah, right.
The explorers find many bird carcasses, birds that seem to have passed away under very strange circumstances. Some of the birds have missing heads, and some appear to have fresh, unexplained wounds. The guys don't really know what to think and have no explanation for the strange find. They joke around to lighten the mood, but then something stops them in their tracks.
Yeah, right. Let's just do
Yeah, time to get out of there. Yeah, it's time to get the hell out of there. I wouldn't even be playing. You got a dude that's just killing birds randomly.
Alright, bud, you alright? Alright. Whoa. Alright, we going? Yeah.
Please run to the only one.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get that. Alright, we'll just get off.
Okay.
No, stay there.
Alright?
Stay there, please on the way. Stay there. You just must see.
Well, we're broken in. The window's wide open.
Really?
Yeah, I know we've been in.
Yeah.
The window is wide open. I mean, I don't know if you know, why are there so many dead pigeons?
Because it's the ghosts.
It's the ghost.
That is haunted.
The ghost is going around and cracking.
I'm not serious. That is haunted, man.
Okay, so he's gonna bust him for trespassing, but then he's talking about the ghost killed the birds. Okay.
Right, chaps. So you come all the way here just to have a look in here?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
The Hell on Earth Urban Exploration Team is stopped by authorities under suspicion of burglary. Thankfully, the 3 innocent explorers are let go, but not before they're told some very bizarre information about the building they were just inside. One of the security guards claims that the building is haunted, possibly by a dark poltergeist, and that's why so many birds meet it.
So good on the cop, right, for just letting him go. I don't understand why security would say burglary. You see people in there with cameras. You're talking about ghost. They're telling you that that's what they're there to film for. And yet you tell them burglary. Okay, whatever.
A tragic fate inside the creepy abandoned property, or so he says. Now again, I'm not sure if this video is even remotely paranormal, but it's definitely very, very strange. And frankly, I have no idea why there would be so many mangled birds all over this abandoned building. But what do you think? If you have an idea or an explanation, drop it in the comments. Hide and seek. Popular Jordanian ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is back with another exploration of a very creepy abandoned building. The old house is said to be haunted by a demonic presence, a jinn that supposedly has the ability
That's
to
a cool
take
shot.
different forms. It doesn't take long before Hassan realizes that he might be being tricked by the dark entity. He begins to see the apparition of a child and follows it
Oh,
from
hell
room
no.
to room. Hassan's live stream viewers say that they cannot see what he is seeing. They warn him that he might be confused by the jinn and in terrible danger. But Hassan doesn't listen, and before long, very odd things start to happen.
لا 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 في شي لمسني بسم الله. لا لا لا. طب إذا أنت هون اظهر لي. إذا أنت هون اظهر لي هون في الغرفة هاي واحكي لي إيش بتعمل هون أنت وشو الإشي اللي رابطك في المكان هذا. إخوان جن ورز صوته. طب وينك اظهر لي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
I mean, I haven't seen anything.
بس هون ظهر لي بالغرفة. أكد يا إخوان.
I mean, to me, it sounds like he's going more by audio than seeing stuff. I mean, he said, yes, he appeared to me, but then it seems like he's tracking more noise than anything. Marble.
طب وين رحت عمو؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كيف ارتمت؟ اخوان بقول لكم انه هو موجود. بسم الله يقول هذا بيلعبوا فيه الاطفال يا اخوان. طب خذ.
Okay, so it throws it.
طب اظهر لي. بسم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. تأكد إنه موجود يا إخوان.
Yeah, it's just the camera adjusting to the light. I swore I saw.
بسم الله
Okay then.
الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله.
But I swore I saw something right in the center.
At first, Hassan feels like something is touching him. He's a little shaken, but carries on exploring. Then he suddenly hears the sound of something being thrown in one of the rooms. During this time, the explorer still claims to see a little boy running around the abandoned house. A marble is thrown at him, and when he throws it back, a large, heavy rock comes flying towards his head, barely missing him. Despite being warned by his livestream audience, Hassan is determined to find the child. And then things get truly bizarre.
في ولد صغير كان موقف هون. أنا متأكد 100% إنه كان في ولد صغير. متأكد يا إخوان إنه كان هون. متأكد شو هاد. متأكد. أيوه. طب أنت مين؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh, hell no.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنا متأكد يا إخوان إنه كان موجود.
Did y'all see that? That's clear as damn day, y'all. I mean, you even see, and I'll include the video in the description, but I mean, it looks like some sort of sweatpants or jeans with a sweatshirt.
طب أنت مين؟
Clear as day walking off.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنا متأكد يا إخوان إنه كان موجود.
What the
طب
hell?
وين رحت وينك؟ طب شو بتعمل هون أنت؟
While Hassan is explaining to his live audience that he is certain that he saw a boy, the child finally appears on camera. When the boy moves out of sight, Hassan rushes over to investigate, but the small room is empty. No one there. So did Hassan see a creepy jinn taking the form of a young boy? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full video and many more over on the YouTube channel.
Okay. The one thing that catches me about that, not a professional photographer or videographer, and I realize he's at a distance, but I would have imagined that even at that distance, some type of shadow would have been cast by the light. If it's strong enough to hit him, I mean, it seems like you would see some sort of shadow somewhere.
Form of a young boy? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full video and many more over on the YouTube channel, Hassan Barbar.
That's messed up, y'all. Last
After
one.
many requests from his fans on his YouTube channel, Russian YouTuber Dima Maslenikov travels to an abandoned Soviet-era mining town, Akarmara, in Eastern Europe. After several wars and devastating economic change, residents of the small town made the difficult decision to leave their homes and start a new life somewhere else. Many high-rise apartment buildings that were once home to over 5,000 people are now abandoned and left to rot. The city has been left almost completely vacant for over 50 years and is now a figurative and perhaps even a literal ghost town. YouTuber Dima Maslenikov received many haunting stories from families who used to live in Akarmara as well as creepy tales from visitors who dare to explore the old town. Many people claim to have seen the apparition of an elderly man roaming the countryside, and there have been hundreds of reports of bizarre...
I don't know why that town sounds familiar. Akarmara? And I know I'm probably butchering it, but that sounds very familiar.
shadow figures that are said to haunt the old abandoned buildings. Now, Dima is a skeptic, but he's still a little freaked out to be alone in the deserted, creepy ghost town. As he starts his exploration, things get a bit weird.
Мне кажется, вот лично бы я, если увидел подобное, я бы с ума сошел.
I like his setup.
Но это... Это, блядь, откуда был? Это... Здесь кто-нибудь есть?
So what I will say, one of the changes that I would make is I take any of this external audio off of it. Because I swore as he was coming up, again, same to the previous video where I heard growling, not just the bangs, but then some type of growling behind it. If those are added effects by Nuke or even Dima, I think his name was, that has to go. You can't add that stuff and then expect to then be taken seriously. Oh, that was the tree. I didn't see that.
Это что, блядь, было сейчас?
That could be an animal. I still wouldn't be sticking around.
Там что-то двинулось, ребят. Там что-то пробежало. Здесь кто-нибудь есть? Здесь кто-то есть. Эта херня убежала прямо за вот эту стенку. Мне не могло показаться, не могло показаться. Там 100% кто-то был.
I wouldn't be doing this alone.
Стоп. Что за херня?
Yeah, you can't judge it like that, though. You can't judge it like that. He actually watched it go down, and then he left the building, walked outside, and then he went back in and walked in. You don't know what it was and where it went.
Где он? Так, это не могло мне показаться 100%. Вот за этим углом было нечто примерно высотой по колено-по пояс мне. Оно ушло за эту стенку и пропало, но она вряд ли вышла бы через это окно, потому что здесь слишком много веток, я услышал, как они ломаются.
To Dima's horror, he sees a shadow figure that seems to duck down and then quickly dart away. He checks outside and inside, but whatever it was, it's just gone. After this frightful experience, the Russian explorer continues on to the next apartment building, and it did not go well.
Jeez. That's the other reason you can't do this stuff alone, right? It's not just the paranormal side or the animal side, but you're also dealing with old buildings. And he went there and shook that door, and that fell. I mean, this is decaying building from 50, 60 years ago that you don't know what kind of shape it's in.
Твою мать! Что вы понимали? Вот эта херня должна была сейчас лететь в меня.
Yeah, I mean, look how old that building is.
Dima gives up on this particular building, deeming it too dangerous to enter. But when he reaches another building further into the abandoned town, this happens.
Наша задача сейчас дойти до самого центра, осмотреться и...
You're just dealing with too much wildlife out there.
Следующего эксперимента.
You have to respect it. He wants to cry. Look at that face. He wants to cry.
The unsuspecting explorer gets a good jump scare as a cow emerges from one of the empty apartment buildings. Now, of course, this has nothing to do with the paranormal, but viewers of Dima's YouTube channel spotted something in this same bit of video. Something that even Dima himself didn't notice. As he pans around to show several of the tall, deserted apartment buildings, he captures something on camera. Something downright creepy.
Просто посмотрите. Раз здание. Два здания. Три здания. Четыре. Пять. Шесть. Мы сейчас с вами находимся в центре настоящего города. Призрака. Вот прямо в этой точке. Это не одно какое-то здание. Это просто десятки зданий в одном месте. И все это заброшено.
Did you see it? A shadow figure can be seen standing in the window of one of the empty old apartment buildings. Even after all this, Dima is still a skeptic. He believes that everything that he saw
Yeah, you
can
can't
be explained. But what do you think? Did Dima capture the shadow
No,
figures that supposedly haunt
that
the creepy ghost town?
that to me is some sort of
Or
animal.
something else. As always, you decide.
But that
You can
shadow
watch this
doesn't
full
seem like a
video
shadow
as well
figure to
as
me.
many
That seems
others
just like
over on
a...
the Russian YouTube channel, Dima Maslenikov.
I'd have
Thanks
to
for
see the
watching.
original
Follow me
video.
on Twitter here.
As usual, right? I mean, I'm almost at a 45-minute video. But Nuke's videos are so well done. You see 3 million. There's a reason. I mean, the quality of these videos is absolutely amazing. So, guys, if you like this video, please drop me a like, subscribe, share. As I always say, I do kind of a serious video in the morning release, and then I try to do something a little more lighthearted. Not that necessarily scary is lighthearted, but something like that in the afternoon, just to keep things light and doesn't always have to be serious. So if you like the video, drop me a like, subscribe, or share. I've got more videos coming out this week, more music, and some more fun. So as always, guys, as I always say, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for 1 minute, don't ask for 2 minutes, and I might have to send you one of these towns if you ask for 5. Someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. I love y'all. I'm out.
JTMM.